Africa, a land of breathtaking landscapes, wildlife, and ancient traditions. But beyond the safari images and famous landmarks, there exist tribes with customs, knowledge, and ways of life that most of the world has never heard of. From singing to cows to male beauty contests, today we uncover the most amazing facts about African tribes that no one knows. Let's dive in. A male beauty contest. In the Vodabi tribe of Niger, men, not women, participate in elaborate beauty pageants. Once a year, young men paint their faces, wear intricate jewelry, and line up in colourful outfits to be judged by women. The goal? To impress potential brides with their tall stature, white teeth, and bright eyes. Imagine a world where men go through all the effort to look good for women instead of the other way around. But beauty isn't the only thing that matters. Let's talk about one of the oldest and toughest running traditions in the world, the Raramuri of Africa. You might have heard of the Tarahumara people in Mexico, famous for running 100+ miles at a time. But did you know Africa has its own super runners? The Sand Bushmen of the Kalahari Desert are masters of persistence hunting, a technique where they chase animals for hours until the prey collapses from exhaustion. They run in extreme heat, using deep knowledge of the land and animal behavior to track their food. Now that's real endurance. Speaking of endurance, our next tribe has survived untouched for thousands of years. The Hadza tribe has no leaders and no farming. In Tanzania, the Hadza tribe lives as one of the last true hunter-gatherer societies. Unlike most societies, they don't farm, herd animals, or store food. Every day, they hunt and gather what they need. Nothing more, nothing less. Even more fascinating, they have no chiefs, no hierarchy, and no formal government. Everyone is equal. The Hadza proved that communities can survive without modern systems, relying only on nature and each other. And speaking of nature, let's talk about a tribe that can speak to elephants. The Baka people have over 15 words for elephants. The Baka people of the Congo have a connection with the jungle that's almost supernatural. They have more than 15 different words for elephant, depending on the animal's age, gender, mood, and situation. That's not all. Some researchers believe Baka hunters have developed unique calls that allow them to communicate with elephants. Imagine walking through a forest and knowing exactly what an elephant is feeling just by its sounds. Incredible, isn't it? Now, let's talk about something even more mind-blowing, a tribe that may have known about a hidden star before modern scientists did. The Dogon tribe and the mystery of Sirius B. In Mali, the Dogon tribe has a cosmic secret that has left scientists scratching their heads. They've long described a star called Sirius B, a companion star to the bright Sirius we see in the sky. Here's the shocking part. Sirius B is completely invisible to the naked eye. Western scientists only confirmed its existence in 1862, but the Dogon have spoken about it for centuries. How did they know? Some believe they had ancient astronomical knowledge, while others suggest an even crazier theory: extraterrestrial contact. But while the Dogon look to the stars, our next tribe looks to the ground, literally. The Himba women never bathe, but stay clean. In Namibia, Himba women have a unique beauty ritual. They never use water to wash themselves. Instead, they apply otjeze, a special paste made from butterfat and ochre, to their skin and hair. Not only does this keep them clean, but it also protects them from the harsh desert sun and insects. Their signature red appearance is both a beauty statement and a survival strategy. Talk about natural skincare. But survival takes many forms, and our next tribe has an unusual method of predicting the weather. The Sand Bushmen predict the weather without technology. In Botswana's Kalahari Desert, the Sand Bushmen don't need satellites or weather reports to know what's coming. Using their deep understanding of nature, they watch the movements of ants, birds, and even the moon's halo to predict rain, drought, or storms. Scientists have found that their methods can be as accurate as modern meteorology. Just imagine, while we check apps for the weather, they just look at an ant trail and know if it's going to rain. The Maasai can drink cow blood, and it's healthy. To outsiders, it may seem shocking, But to the Maasai people of Kenya and Tanzania, drinking cow blood is a normal part of life. Mixed with milk, it's used in ceremonies and as a source of iron and nutrients. The blood is taken from a small cut on the cow's neck without killing the animal. For the Maasai, cattle are sacred and every part of the animal is valued and respected. It's a practice of survival, sustainability, and deep cultural tradition. And speaking of sustainability, our next tribe is famous for their eco-friendly way of life. The Congo Basin tribes live in perfect harmony with the jungle. Unlike modern societies that destroy forests, the Congo Basin tribes, such as the AKA and Mbengele people, live in harmony with nature. They never overhunt, never overfish, and never take more than they need. Their way of life has remained unchanged for thousands of years, proving that humans can thrive without harming the planet. Scientists even believe that these tribes hold secrets to ancient medicines hidden deep in the rainforest. Could the cure for major diseases be waiting in the knowledge of these people? But while the Congo Basin tribes protect the jungle, the next tribe proves their strength in the most extreme way possible. The Hamar tribe's bull jumping ceremony. In Ethiopia, the Hamar tribe has a coming-of-age ritual that is as thrilling as it is dangerous. Young men must jump over a row of bulls completely naked to prove they are ready for adulthood. This test of courage and balance requires them to leap across multiple bulls, sometimes up to 4 times. If they fail, they must try again until they succeed. Passing this test means they are ready to marry and be considered a man in the tribe. Imagine your entire future depending on your ability to leap over cattle. Now, while the Hamar focus on bulls, our next tribe takes body art to the next level. The Omo Valley tribes and lip plates. In southern Ethiopia, the Mercy and Suri tribes have one of the most recognizable traditions in the world. Women wear large lip plates as a sign of beauty and strength. As teenagers, girls have their lower lip cut and stretched to fit clay or wooden discs. The larger the plate, the more respect the woman commands in the tribe. While some say it's for beauty, others believe it's also a symbol of social status. Can you imagine balancing a plate in your lip all day? That's commitment. But if you think lip plates are wild, wait until you hear how the next tribe controls honeybees with music. The Hadza people sing to bees for honey. For most people, bees are creatures to avoid. But for the Hadza tribe of Tanzania, they are an essential part of survival. The Hadza use a special whistling song to communicate with the honey guide bird, which leads them straight to wild beehives. Once they find the hive, they smoke out the bees and collect honey without getting stung. In return, the honey guide bird gets a share of the leftover wax and larvae. This incredible human-animal teamwork has been passed down for generations, proving that nature and humans can work together in the wild. But our next tribe takes survival to another level. They can tell time just by looking at the sun. The Maasai use the sun as a natural clock. In the modern world, we check our phones for the time. But the Maasai tribe of Kenya and Tanzania don't need clocks. They use the position of the sun and the shadows it casts to tell time. Their entire day is planned around the movement of the sun, from when to milk their cows to when to rest. And get this, the Maasai never use numbers for age. Instead, they track generations by major historical events rather than birth years. Could you imagine living life without ever knowing your exact age? Now, speaking of incredible traditions, our last tribe lives in a place so extreme, yet they thrive like no other. The Tuareg, the blue people of the Sahara. In the scorching Sahara Desert, one of the harshest places on Earth, the Tuareg people have mastered survival for thousands of years. Known as the blue people, their deep, blue indigo-dyed robes stain their skin, giving them their iconic name. Unlike most desert cultures where women cover their faces, in Tuareg society, it's the men who wear veils. These veils protect them from the brutal desert winds and sands, but they also symbolize mystery and strength. Even more interesting, Tuareg women have more rights than most women in Africa, often owning property and having the final say in marriage. Now that's a society full of surprises. From running with the wind to reading the stars, from singing to cows to never needing a bath, African tribes challenge everything we think we know about human survival and intelligence. They have mastered natural wisdom in ways the modern world is only beginning to understand. So, which of these facts shocked you the most? Would you ever participate in a male beauty contest or drink cow's blood for strength? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.